Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How we doing? Beast Labette, how you doing? Welcome. Chaotic Schemes. YouTube should be up. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube delayed itself. That was weird. I'm gonna have to investigate that. Shadow of Shane, how you doing? Chris Cass, of course. It's not a stream without Chris Cass. I hope you all know that. I will investigate the weird YouTube glitch. Joseph Stevens, how you doing? Raven, Nevermore, of course. The Spree. Welcome. We got a couple of decks tonight. Hot, thick decks with good curves in them. I know that's what y'all come here for. A nice deck with a good curve. Whoop, there we go. Gotta get my wizard hat on. Anybody know that meme? I put on my roving wizard hat. It's an old IRC meme. You guys should know that. If you're from the old internet, you know what that is. If you're not from the old internet, then you don't know. Nothing we can do about that. Brewing is the fun of the game. Frankly, if I could just brew and not play the game, I'd be a lot happier. If I could have a channel where I just brew a deck and I play it one time and I go, there you go. That's how it works. Goodbye. I love coming up with brew ideas. That's the best part of the game to me. I remember sitting in my bedroom with just a shitload of cards and knowing I had to go in the next day. I was going to, the spot next day, the LGS or whatever gaming spot we were going to hang out. And just have them spread out all over the desk. And just line it up and say, okay, I'm going to make a new zombie deck. I'm going to make a Dimir Zombies. Let me do a Orzhov Warriors. Do a straight mono black. And I'll do a Boros Angels. And just ripping everything apart and building it off again. And to me, like, that was sitting by myself with some music on in my bedroom, brewing for the next day, was just about as fun as going to the spot the next day and playing the damn thing. But, yeah, hopefully there'll be some bans. I know we got rotation coming. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of not playing ranked so much, man. Plat Hell is terrible. Whoops. We have 3 decks tonight. We're gonna see if they work. I've got a Rakdos rebuild. I've got this Gruul Landfall. And then I have a really a Golgari Exodeath that I do want to run, but we'll see about that. I don't know how good it is. But yeah, I really think that we are due for some bans. I don't think that they can justifiably keep going the way they're going. The way things are right now, I just don't think that they can say, yeah, sure, if you run Mouse Slop, you can just take everything. You can just take the whole board. Hey, what's up, Vlad? Stonks. Yeah, I don't really care, man. I'm not a competitive person. I do it because it gives you some legit as a content creator. But at this point, I've hit Mythic, I don't know, 25 times, 30 times. Do you guys not know I'm good at Magic at this point, that I can do it? Do people are still wondering if I can do it? I don't know. You know, give me a break occasionally, man. I'm more interested in brewing new things than chasing meta currently. The meta is bad. Omni and Rage are gone if they listen to the Pro Tour players and everyone else. Yeah, Omni and Rage probably need to go. Listen, I'm genuinely, I'm not trying to brag. Like, for real talk. I've done it. I'm playing this game for 5 years. I hit Mythic probably about 10 times a year. Maybe I miss it twice in a year. Do I need to keep doing it to prove something? You obviously know that I can do it. You know. At a certain point, it's just, it's a chore. It's not even a challenge or an obligation. It's a chore. And there's nothing people hate more than chores. I certainly don't like chores. So have the pros said that we want those cards gone? Because that will weigh in heavily on that, if that's the case. If the pros have said, hey, these have got to go, they're too dominant. If the general consensus is there, then yeah, probably. You know what? Very similar, Vlad. There's never really been an MMO that I've been super to get into, and a lot of it does feel like busy work. Yeah. As I get older, I like less and less fluff in my game. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of tired of RPGs in a lot of ways because I don't want to sit and talk to NPCs. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm skipping cutscenes, and I used to not be that way, but I don't know. Monstrous Rage and Omniscience, I think, are the ones that people have identified as the biggest offenders. I didn't know that, Shadow Shane. That's interesting. Wizards will be very interested in that. You kind of need a diverse field. Nobody wants to watch Mouse Slop 24/7. I don't think Corey is as bad without Rage. I think maybe one mice might bite it too. One mouse might bite it too. Unfortunately, the bad news is if post-rotation and post-bans, it's going to be Bounce that takes over. Until somebody figures out a good counter to that. Yeah, I think that is going to be... There we go. Easy. Just got to do that, guys. Corey's probably safe. Discard and Enchantment Destruction is pretty easy to kind of crack Corey. Genuinely, maybe stock up. This town probably should die. I'll be honest with you. This town kind of sucks. We're gonna mulligan. That's a bad opener. That's a little better. Let's get rid of the Hydroid Crisis right there. Thank you. The link is in the description, Beast Labeat. In case you're curious, I want to give credit where credit is due. It's not my song. I found it. and you can easily go follow the link to give the guy a little bit of credit if you want. Final Fantasy Lo-Fi Mix is what it's called. Boom. No attacks. Probably going to get hit with Corey right here. Have you seen decent Y'shtola-based decks manipulating enter end step? The only decent Y'shtola I saw was Malone did a Demon's Y'shtola. The reason being is that you could demon up your Y'shtolas. And that way you got an end step and you got the double draw and the double triggers. However, she's very expensive, so it's a long time before you can get there. And as you guys know, we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Let's go in. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so we'll go next. I don't want the Drake Hatcher. There you go. Yeah, that's fine. We'll put down the Mossberg Pump. Boom. And Storm Chaser's Talent. It's so funny because there's a lot of cards that just did not see a lot of play, and for some reason they pop back up with the new sets. People found new uses for them. Hey, what's up, Lord Gypticus, the Flipticus, the #1 Kipticus? How you doing? Deals 1 damage. Hydra Crisis. My turn. Put down Mossberg Pump. Put down that. Pump it. We hit it again. Re-grab that sweet green. Sweet green never hurt nobody. Rock and Roll. What a silly name you have there. Rock and Roll. Target creature fights creature you don't control. Boom. Boom. Wabango. There's the Wabango Tango. I think next turn we can put down the Temple of Abaddon. Temple of Abaddon. Abaddon. And he'll probably get rid of the Mossberg. No? He'll do that? Okay. Mossberg Pump. Yeah. There's the Hydra Crisis once again. There's another mana. He's probably going to play a knockback. I'm going to take the 6. Okay, so I just need to survive and I can fling it at him. BB Hornetier. Very nice. This is why I wanted the red in this, is so I can do this. Choco Destruct. Choco Destruct. We're gonna rock and roll tonight. We're gonna rock. Everybody, let's rock. Doot, doo, doo, doot, doo, doo. We're gonna rock and roll tonight. Yeah, I know what the Vrock is. It's a bird demon. I was in hell one time. I get it. Out of context, that sounds funny. I fought a lot of demons. As a matter of fact, Roburn Black, as I often say, was based off of one of my favorite characters of all time, a paladin, who was just an absolute shit kicker. Was a lot of fun. Probably one of the best characters ever played. Roburn Black, the paladin. He was a paladin blood rager. So I figured out with the new expanded classes in Pathfinder, if you guys ever played Pathfinder, basically what you could do is there was a class called the Blood Rager. And what the Blood Rager did is it had a rage, but it had a bloodline like a sorcerer. So it was a combination of sorcerer and barbarian. The funny thing about this is it did not have an alignment restriction. Okay, so you know barbarians have to be chaotic. They can't be lawful. They have to be chaotic or neutral. They cannot be lawful barbarians. Paladins have a smite attack. They have to be lawful good. So, boom. They have to be lawful good. You normally can never make a barbarian paladin. Well, let me tell you, I made a barbarian paladin. Let's do this. Search your library for a basic land card. Do we want to kill the Hydra Crisis? We do. Hydra kids, Hydra dog. Actually, let's go in the hard way. Let's go in the hard way here. Let's rate to do Rydia Summoner. So yeah, I was able to smite and rage simultaneously. Oh, Jay's Lava Chicken? Yeah, I get what you're putting down, guys. Hey, what's up, True Yellow Dart? Anyways, he did an enormous amount of damage. He did a fucking insane. He was able to rage and smite simultaneously. The man was unstoppable. Hydra Crisis? Yeah, we'll put down the Hydra Crisis. Oh yeah? I think you can see that Degenerate Hours. You can just go to this channel. Believe it or not, I know that for a lot of veterans, a lot of veteran viewers, it seems pointless. But let me tell you that constantly gets steady views because a lot of people need advice on how to get started. There is a new players to this game every day. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. I have like 3 decks called Stay Hydrated. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Hydra is very popular on my channel for some reason. Ooh, look at that battle worm. Very cool. Nice. He's gonna swing in on me. Boom. I really need a mana here. Preferably a double mana. I'll absolutely take 6 damage for sure. Colossus of Sardia. Double creatures power and toughness. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Let me do this. Let me do this. You got a 43% chance of drawing a target creature gets +2/+2. We'll wait. No attacks. Got Tifa's limit break here. We do need a mana. Oh yeah, I have Hydra Dominatus, Hail Hydra, Stay Hydrated. I got every Hydra joke you can think of. Great Quill Worm. Look at that guy. Fucking crazy looking. Yeah, if I don't get a land here, I'm going to be in bad shape. He's probably going to use this to drive that. Oh, no, he's not? Okay. Oh, he is. Okay. Take the 6. Oof. My turn. It's a self-destruct. Okay. So I'm going to have to do this in a weird way here. I'm going to have to go in and try to trick him. I don't think I have the power because I didn't draw mana. We're going to have to rely on beguilery here. Do it. Yep. Trickery will always get you there. We're powerful. Trickery will always get you there. Hey, what's up, Brighton Banda? Do you guys like that trick play right there? Was that at least worth one like of yours? There you go. Somebody liked. Somebody said, okay, Jay, that was worth it. That was worth it to me to see you trick that guy. He had every opportunity to win, but he wanted to be fancy. And as Napoleon said, never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. Did he say that? I believe he did. Hydra. Ooh, I go first. We'll give it a shot. I don't know how good we're going to do with this one, but we're doing good so far, so we'll put down that. Hydra Crisis. Galgaron just chilled. Galgaron just cheered. Thank you, Galgaron. We're going to, what is it? Age and treachery will always beat youth and, age and treachery will always beat youth and exuberance. Oh, he's got a reanimator. That's a big problem for us because, we don't face off very well against Rhiannon. If he gets the re-up real quick, we're gonna have to get to Titan very quickly here. Brotherhood's End, okay. Let's try, we can put down, we'll put down Titan. Fuck it. Fuck it, that one. No 5 cards. We'll see what he does here. He's got Italian, also known as the Italian job. Does he not have the reanimator yet? Interesting. Okay, he did not have it yet. He's got Earthshaker Dreadmaw. We're gonna do this. We're gonna say that. Could play removal here. We're gonna go in for 7. I don't even really care if he reanimates. I don't want him to kill my stuff. That's the main thing I don't want. Steven spoiled. Oh, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. So we did that. Okay, so never mind then. Should have probably done Clash of the Icons. I'm drawing too much mana here, which is a problem. He's probably able to get it out now. Galta is going to put down Gishath, which is going to put down. So yeah, I needed that. I needed that guy to survive. I think I should have used Clash of the Icons to trigger it again, and I might have got it. But I needed Tifa to survive. If Tifa didn't survive, it was pretty much over with. So yeah, that's the vulnerability. If they have the removal, they have the removal. It is what it is. You know, they got it. They got it. You know, make crispy. Alright, good one. Jay's Lava Chicken. Okay, starting town doesn't mean anything. Boom. Might need that hexproof. Double starting town. Could play removal real quick. Oh, it's Yuki Pico. Awesome. Awesome. Lumber's a little too high up. I feel like Titan does all that. Amigo. Protection from red and green. Oof, that's a tough one. He had the exact card combo that we didn't want him to have, huh? Pretty funny. If he doesn't take out Tifa, I think he's gonna fucking die. What's he got here? Chain, Cloud, Chain, fucking Memories, whatever it is called. Buster Sword? Okay, so double creature's power and toughness until the end of turn. +2/+2. push him. Raubon gets double strike. Raubon gets double strike. It'll be 8 and 8. It'll be 15. I think we're dead anyways. The only way we have this is if he fucks up. Let's see if he fucks up. Gets +2, so let's do that. I think we're fucked up anyways. He's got double strike on whatever he wants, so he can just grab the axe. No? Exile, exile. Yeah, I guess not. Why didn't he grab the axe? That's what I want to know. He could have grabbed the axe, right? Oh, it's got protection from red, so it can never be used a red trigger again. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm glad I kept that burn in hand. How you doing, Pappy Slappy? Stickers, how you doing? Welcome. Sorry, I was locked in on that one, guys. I was LTFI, also known as locked the fuck in. So far, pretty beefy. 5-1 so far. Filled with beefy, meaty spices. You think Lumra? I feel like Colossus is doing our Lumra job, Trex. By the way, Trexodactyl, amazing streamer in his own right. If you want to see the craziest nonsense you've ever seen in your life. He builds Rube, is more of a Rube Goldberg machine. I said, oh, I'm sorry, Yuki Pico. And you know what the funny thing is? I said, holy shit, it's Yuki Pico. But I always forget to emote. I don't really ever emote. Yuki Pico, everyone, the most decorated... look at all the medals this guy has. He has a 46-month subscriber badge, the Cheer 10K, VIP status. This is literally the fucking the most decorated J-Villain veteran in the fucking in the world, I think. I'm sorry, I completely forgot to emote. I need to emote more. And I said to my chat, I said, oh my god, it's Yuki Pico, it's a viewer. He's Yuki, he's Pico, he's all of it. We are going back a little bit to the landfall. I'm trying to get the Hydra Crisis in here too. Yeah, it was awesome. I love playing whatchamacallit. Discard a card. We'll decline for right now. We'll go in. I think that's the first time we ever played Yuki. He's going to do temporary lockdown because, why not? No? Okay. Probably going to play removal or something here. Boss is very nice. We'll decline on getting rid of that. We will do that though. There you go. Hopefully he doesn't have the wipe here. If I can get another fucking a bang in here, I think I'll be good. I can actually probably damn near him. I don't want Tifa's. They're free. I want that. I'll push in. Yeah, that's the problem. Raubon protected himself against his own ability, so you couldn't give. I realized that afterwards. I said, "Oh shit, his ability is fucked up because the sword you put on him made him immune to his own ability, so you couldn't automatically equip. You lost the ability to use that." And I said, "Damn, he got the one sword that's set out for against my color of Dex." And I said that's very ironic. 2, 3. No, you couldn't target your own. Your sword turned off your red ability. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was a good sword for against me, but it was on the wrong guy. You put it on Cloud, you were good to go. What's he gonna put out now? He's gonna play another removal. Luminous Rebuke. Treasure. So this guy just has kill cards? Is that what's going on here? Authority. It solos. So is this all just destroy tap creatures? Everything is a destroy tap creature? He's got his combo up. Yeah, I figured I'd throw Rydia in there. She's not that great, but it does help me get a couple of better cards in my hand. Yeah, that's a very... Yuki Pico, that's a very obscure situation that you found yourself in. Because there aren't very many equipments that do that. Do you know what I mean? There aren't very many equipments that do that to begin with. So this guy has every destroy tapped, by the way. He's just got all removals. He's basically, he's like, I don't want to play Cutter, is what I want. I don't ever want to fucking see Cutter. This guy got traumatized. It is a bit of a silly rule, yeah. That is, you found yourself in a weird rule hole. I'm not gonna lie, you really did. You found yourself in a very bizarre hole of rule that is probably quite difficult to replicate. I think that, yeah, you probably just did not expect to even do that. Boom. He's got probably another tap creature destruction. I'm sure, as an instant. He's had 4 of them so far. These are all sorceries or instants or whatever. Boom. Boom. Alright, if he just is playing removal from here on out, there's nothing I can do, because he's just gonna sweep me. We're just gonna sit here. It's a fucking soft lock deck. I would need to play burn or something to get around this. I have the explosion. We're gonna do this. Double the creature's power. You're not gonna get him, man. I'm gonna make you use up them cards. Yeah, protection is protection from everything. It's immune to stuff. He's probably got another removal in there. This is just taking up time, so I think I'm gonna scoot because we're just sitting here while he plays 50 removals. Absolutely traumatized. You know what? I feel bad for this guy. This man could not be more traumatized by the fucking meta than you could possibly imagine, bros. He could not be more traumatized by the meta. This dude is absolutely fucking terrified. This is a man. This is the face of a man who has been cuttered a fucking 1,000 times, and he can't tolerate it anymore. He is laughing and freaking out and shitting and pissing himself that he's gonna get cuttered again. He can't. Listen, I understand. I sympathize. I don't respect it, but I sympathize, you know. Yeah, Shroud was a weird ability. I don't ever respect a deck that has nothing but removal in it, by the way. If that's your whole strategy is just to remove everything and never allow any board state, you don't really want to play Magic, you want to play Solitaire. And Solitaire comes for free, man. You don't need to buy no cards for that. It comes on, and on any software, Solitaire is generally pretty free. There's Free Cell, there's you know, Hearts. There's a lot of different products out there for the person who's uninterested in playing a game and just doing whatever they want by themselves. So that's generally why I don't like that. But listen, I understand. I understand his fear. But a man must live without fear, like Daredevil, a man without fear. You can't be scared of Cutter every game, man. You can prepare for it, but you can't let it control your life, because then really Cutter wins. You know, at the end of the day, that's what happens. Cutter wins. Let me put this up. That. This is going to be pretty good. That one. 5. Hit him hard. Vivi belongs in Temur? He's probably not happy with this. Is a terrible fucking 1-2-3 for him. Skellington is down to fucking 7. Okay. Hey, what's up, Jar Werewolf? I will. We're talking about it. There's nothing wrong with playing removal. I'm talking about only removal. If your deck is entirely nothing but board wipes and kill cards, you as the gunslinger would say, you've forgotten the face of your father. What happened here? Also known as Undying Release. Vivid Extreme? Isn't that a porn company? You guys remember when Vivid Video was popular? That used to be like a big thing. Vivid Video. Remember everyone talking about Vivid Video. Oh, look, a pack. Let's see what we got in this Final Fantasy pack. By the way, I just did pack openings, including a collector pack opening. Hey, it's Golbez. And they're going to be up on the other channel soon, so make sure that you go subscribe to the other channel, because I do have a collector pack opening. You run 20 in your Progenitus deck. You're crossing the line, Edtog. You're right up to the line. Vivi belongs in the trash. Not that it's a bad card. It's soapy in every format that's legal. That being said, I solely see how it's fun to play. Yeah, you can understand that something is broken and fun, you know? I agree with that assessment. You can say, yeah, this is broken as shit. It's still fun. I get it. Uh-oh. I never like to see Selesnya anymore. I'm more scared of Selesnya than anything else. Temple of Abaddon. That. Scry, sure, I'll take the forest, why not? Selesnya is the fucking... Yeah, we know what this is. We know what this is. No, a box? What do you think, I'm J.D. Rockefeller? You think I'm the Monopoly? A box of fucking collectors? Those are fucking $600. Get a load of this guy. Thinks I'm fucking Money McCash Sacks over here. This. Alright, so hopefully he doesn't run a full removal. I think I can actually fuck him up real bad if he doesn't completely destroy me here. Ossification. It's going on the chicken. Okay. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Damn it. Damn it. He's just going to play more removal. Again, we get the same problem. They just play removal. We get the same issue. Nobody wants you to play the game. Nobody wants you to play the game, unfortunately. If I can't keep a single card on the board, I mean, what am I supposed to do here? Alright. Do that. Do this. Tifa Lockhart. I'll activate this one. We'll wait. Let's see. Yuna, does he have Ultimecia in there? No, he doesn't have Ultimecia in there yet. Doesn't have Ultimecia then. Pass. No blocks. Yeah, a full box of those is $1,000. Return an enchantment. You don't have any enchantments. Okay, so we do this. What are they gonna do? They're just gonna let it happen? Okay. End turn. Draw a card. No, not the biggest. Or get the consoles. Good one. Summon Titan. Okay. That's a good one. Draw 5 cards. Let's go in. Is he gonna let it through is the real question. Boom. Okay. We could have doubled, but we'll wait and see here. We'll wait and see what he gets. A land. Very nervous about a kill card or an exile. There's up to Beanstalk. Okay. Draws. Oh, he got me. Who's he gonna target? My turn. We're gonna activate this. I'm gonna go in. Boom. We'll put Tifa Lockhart down. Boom. You gain a life, that's fine. Lost. Boom. Bristly Bill. Let's bring back the Honda Ridgeline with best-in-class towing and seating. Let's bring down the Plant Druid. Gains a life. He's waiting for something. There's Knights of the Round. He's real happy about this. I think I can get him on the explosion here. Yeah, I can get him on the explosion. I can get him on the explosion. One life. No attacks and turn. He gets this Exodia moment there. Seal from existence. Who's he gonna grab? I only need a Burst Lightning or a Self-Destruct and I win, and I have about a 10% chance of drawing one. There's Yuna. If I could pull off a Burst Lightning off the top, that would be beautiful. No, he's got life gain now, so I'm pretty fucked. No, I'm pretty fucked, guys. I didn't get him down close enough. I was this bridge line actually kind of fucked me up. If I would have had the ability to pump again, double the amount, and then take it out, I would have been there. But no, he gained life off of it. There's Rydia. No, we're pretty fucked here. Close one. Very, 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 very narrow. The Honda Ridgeline absolutely fucked me up. I needed a... If I would have been able to come down untapped, double the amount, and then pay for the throw, I would have had it. But unfortunately, we drew the wrong man at the wrong time. But overall, I think we made him sweat, and I'm happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. We just did not get the right burn at the right time. Again, it's up to the cards. It's up to the cards sometimes whether they want to draw smooth. Very, 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 very close. I'm literally, you know, I'm not disappointed in that performance, genuinely. Oof, no early plays. Jeez, I don't like that, man. That's a risky. I guess. We'll keep it. We'll drop the limit break. We don't need that just yet. Put Tifa Lockhart. Hopefully we draw mana here. We just keep getting these 2 fucking mana hands that he's probably gonna play cut down on me here. Coolio. It's the worst in class towing. Yeah. Return it. No mana. If we don't draw mana here, we might as well scoop. 22% chance is basically nothing. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. We absolutely have to have a mana. Okay. Alright. We're getting there. We hold the limit break. STUMFA. It's on the table. You've already lost. Yeah, we're pretty fucked. No manas. No way to defeat that no manas. I don't know what's up with the mana. The mana doesn't want to flow. I guess we got to add another one or something. I need early hands. One thing I know about this is if I'm not playing anything for 2 hands, if I'm just sitting there looking at him, the guy's going to get out of control. The guy's going to get out of control. I'll say this. This has an absolute huge problem with Reanimator. Massive problem with Reanimator. Reanimator will rip the shit out of you because there's nothing that, there's absolutely nothing that you can do to stop Reanimator from doing what it wants. It's going to fucking run roughshod over you. It's terrible. It's a big flaw in this, but there's, unless you throw an artifact in, Reanimator's gonna fucking beat the shit out of you, and it's not even close. Oof, scry. I'll take the team. Black is not easy either. Rakdos is probably this thing's arch nemesis. We'll drop that. Oof. Probably get hit with the removal, but eventually they run out of removals. You know, once eventually they do it. They do run out of removals eventually. If he's doing discard, stop the slasher. Okay. Put down burst of hell. Target creature that way. No attack. Is he gonna put? He's probably got the demon. No, he's got affliction. Black is not good for this. Oof. We have that. Bloodletter. Months. If he's just got kill cards in this, then we're pretty fucked too. Only annex. He swings in. Boom. Down to 1. There's the Honda Ridgeline. I don't think there's anything that I can do here. There's like no card that he can draw that wouldn't fucking immediately give him something amazing. I'll open that up. Yeah. Bad fucking run of cards right here. Yeah, if the first 3 plays, which is kind of where we're at right now in the meta, if the first 3 plays are just kill, you're going to have a bad time. You're going to have a real bad time. I think I probably need to swap in some protection. I think Rydia's not doing much. And it would be... Tifa's Limit Break's not doing too much. Rydia, we'll sideboard her because she is a good way to get other cards. But I think I do need the Hexproof because, unfortunately, it's just the way it goes right now. Hexproof and Indestructible. Just the way it goes right now. Do we want to defend the Rider, or... We'll put in both. And 24 lands on that. Boom. Yeah, Mono Black, unfortunately, is probably our worst matchup. We actually did better against Selesnya. We beat Selesnya and got close on a few of them. If their first 5-3 plays are kill, 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 we're not going to make it. We have to play very tactically against them in that regard. This is a good hand. I like that. There's Saz's. We do Tifa next. Maximiliano. Boom. He's got bats. Put down Tifa Bacard. Got my Snakeskin Veil out. Okay. So we'll do this. We'll go in. Pop, pop. We're going to keep that Snakeskin Veil handy. We're going to keep it real handy here. Nope, we didn't have it. No, Reach the Horizon is not. We could put Zeldinct in this. I don't mind putting Zeldinct in this. I think he would do fine. He's a 3-drop that is kind of awkward, and I want to focus on the Hydras. But you certainly could put a Zeldinct. I wouldn't be you take out a Limit Break and a Mossberg and put 2 Zels in there if you want. Well, this is Harry Balls, wonderful. This is rotation proof. So there's not a lot of good haste options for rotation proof. There's haste magic, which maybe is a sideboard, but that's expensive. Scry. Hey, look, a chicken. Look, a chicken. What's funny about this picture, guys, is that this is like the size of a chick, like an actual chick, like a baby chicken. But the thing is that the thing about that is those chocobos get to the size of ostriches, maybe bigger. So this thing has to fucking like quintuple, fucking order of magnitude increase its mass, like to a ridiculous degree. It's pretty good. Okay, that's a good one. Still hard to do. Oof. Okay, so let's do Bristle himself. Think we might be able to get up on him here. Some life on this one. I think we're still dead, though. Because he gained too much on that. I think we're still dead to hairy balls here. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's see what he gets. Arabelle. No, we're dead now. We're dead now. Immediately. Yeah, he gained too much life on that back kick, unfortunately, and we didn't get an explosion card, which would have been good. Hey, what's up, King JK? Terrible opener. No early cards. Slightly good. We'll get rid of Titan. We'll put the Honda Ridgeline. Oh, we're fucked. We're getting some bad matchups here, boys. Ooh-wee. We started the night very strong. We were beating the shit out of people, and we got some fucking dog shit matchups. Holy fuck, man. Black, 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 and black. The last fucking 4 out of 5 games have been black. That is not fucking good. At all. Zaz's Chocobo. Black, 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 and black. Yeah, it's the flurry of fucking kill cards that pops off on you, and you can't deal with it, unfortunately. Yeah, we're gonna be fucking killed here. Force sacrifice everything that you could possibly want. Probably discard force sacrifice everything that you could you would have trouble with. Let's drop the Mossberg. Mono Black Ugin? Maybe. It's Orzhov, something. Let's see if he wants to do the forced sacrifice or whatever. Sacrifice creature. He'll have another kill card in his hand. He's just ramping to a big finish, I think. Bristly Bill. And we're not getting our fucking self-destructs, which is half the reason this deck exists. Is so we can fucking self-destruct ourselves and finish off. That's how we won all those other games, is we self-destructed. We got off explosions, and we're not pulling it. 5, probably a wipe or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Really, the win con is the explosion guy, because people aren't expecting the kickback with the they aren't expecting the fucking 50 damage, the 10 damage kickback, and that's how we really do trick them on that one. But everything has been removal, which is just suboptimal to say the least. Four out of the last 5. I want to point that out. 4 out of the last 5. Oh, Saz's Chocobo. Let's put down Tifa. Look, it's black again. Now it's 6 out of the last 5. That's 5 out of the last 6. There we go. We have no skin in that game. Guys, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'll pull it up for you. This is how we started the day, this fucking big win streak here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the last 6. Every fucking game is removal city. I don't know what's up with that. I can't do anything with that, guys. I can't do anything with that. If the first 3 plays are kill, 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 we're in bad shape. Boo, 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 boo. Icons. I don't think we need icons. I think we probably need a little bit more defend. Oh shit. No, I didn't mean to do that. I've done Order of Nylea like 1,000 times. Hey, thanks so much, Bravo MW. I've done Order of Nylea so many times, man. I don't want to do it again. I realize it's very useful, but, like, you've seen it. I'm trying to bring you something different. I've done the Nylea Hydra, like, literally... I'm not kidding, 5 videos have Nylea Hydra. At a certain point, I gotta say, hey, you know, this is... We gotta come up with a different script. Lumbering could work. Lumbering's late in the game. I'd rather try something new, like fucking, the Titan. Let's do this. I have another one. Z313. Classification. This is fucking, whatchamacallit again. This is Yuna again. Boom. We know mana again, no hitting, no mana. Galax scattered by fate. Can't quite get there with the explosion yet. We could add +2 for 5 damage. We'll wait and see what we can do with Calyx. Optimistic Scavenger. Create a copy of a non-legendary enchantment that you control. Okay. Okay, so we'll do this. Boom. Let's see who he's gonna go after. Didn't get there in time, man. Again, that explosion, Mr. Explosion Man, saves us quite a bit. There we go. Explosion Man, take me by the hand. Somebody in the Discord pointed out that stolen uniform might be a really good trick against Cutter. You gain target equipment and attach it to yourself. It's actually not the worst thing. Let's see if he kills it right away. Cut down. See if we get it. Swamp and cut down. Red and burn. Oh, green. Okay. Good for you. Put you down. Hushwood Verge. Could have a removal right here because this is going to be Selesnya. And they love Selesnya, let me tell you. They love this shit. Okay, so let's do that. Put it up, put it up. We'll find a basic land card. You can always do it. I think they'll try to do a knockout here. We'll try to do an exile. Wasn't a lot of Selesnya on the ladder. When was this Selesniation going on? Overload of the Haunt Woods. Sunfall, maybe? Up the beanstalk. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? You just gonna fucking get pummeled, or just okay with it? He's just okay with it, I guess. I don't know. Alright, sure, yeah, man. I'm happy to take that one off your hands. I'm fine with that. I'll take that one off your hands for you, bro. No worries. Pompous Gadabout. Tried to make him work. Put him in one deck. He was never that good. Ops goes first. I think that I would do a Chocobo. Oh, green. Oh, look at this. We're going to have a mirror match, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Domain kept a bad hand. Have Ares Awaken the Wood. Yes, Awaken the Wood, though, is going to rotate, I believe. Correct? Am I correct on that regard? Awaken the Wood is about to leave, so I don't want to put it... I'm trying to lean more into... whatchamacallit, Choco Kick. Oof. Rotation proof. Trying a little bit of that. So we don't always want a that situation on our hand. I've used it before. It works great, but I feel bad at this point telling people, hey, put this in your fucking deck. You know. Chicken on chicken violence. It is crazy good. Yeah, no, it's good. It's solid. Rock solid, even. Could even say that it's throbbingly hard. But, unfortunately, it is going away. The shoe puff. Boom. I am not drawing any land here, despite having a lot of different land options for myself. And I'm just going to get beat because I can't draw land. Do we need to put another one? I put 25 land in this thing, so I don't know what to say over that. So wrecked. Overlord Lumbering. I'm trying my best to add new cards in. Trex. I'm fucking fighting against everything I have to make it more of a new deck instead of a landfall deck than a pure landfall deck. I am struggling, shitting and farting, trying my damnedest to fucking make it not the same as every other landfall deck. Yes, I'm aware that the Overlord and everything else will add lands. I'm trying to shove more stuff in there. That's the main reason I'm not doing it. I don't want to show people, hey, look, a fucking landfall deck. You put one new card in it and it's great. I don't like content creators that do that. And that's part of the reason that I'm not doing that. Oh, I just want to explain myself. Oh my god. One hexproof against the fucking lightning. It couldn't get one lightning bolt off and they gave up. Fantastic. Because then you go, all right, well, you put World Wagon, you put the other one, you know, then what? You've put maybe Self-Destruct, maybe Tifa Lockhart, and that's it. You just have a standard landfall deck. So I want to try to hit Titan. I don't maybe even think we need that many Titans, to be perfectly honest. Titan hasn't been a good finisher for us. But, you know, what do we cut out? We cut out the new stuff, like Lumbering. You know, Lumbering World Wagon for the 3-drop. What do we get rid of? We get rid of Zeldinkt. We get rid of Zeldinkt, then we're not really showing anything new. You know, or we do the Hauntwoods, which is a popular one. I know, and you always need to do that job, because if it's up, you know, if you left for, like, if you went on vacation tracks, you'd come back and I'd be playing Pauper and fucking Timeless. I'd be doing the dumbest shit that you've ever fucking seen. I would be doing dumb stuff. Just because it's fucking hard and painful. And be like, Jay, don't do that. That's fucking dumb. Don't try to play an artisan deck in historic. You're gonna get fucking killed. And I'll be like, it doesn't matter. Oh, I gotta feel the fucking heat. Ooh. Oh. You know, and so you've got to always knock my sense. But I feel like I've adequately done stuff here. Have you tried the 3-mana instant ramp spells? Prish's Wanderings? I've never even heard of that spell. Snakeskin Veil. Let's try the Choco. Search your land for a basic land card or a town card and put it as it's instant. Yeah. It's Hanu. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do no attacks. We're gonna wait. I think I can get him with High Noon. I don't need to cast very many spells. I think I can fucking get him with High Noon. Anywhere else? Let's put this down. Flop that. You can play one card. You can play one single card against the wind, against the darkness. One single card. Is it going to be a knockback or a removal? Mossborn's good, it's just a little slow. Buried in the garden. Who's getting buried in the garden? Tifa. Yeah, you have to play it when you can hit it hard. That's the trick. You have to play it when you can flop it out. Thing you control. Non-land permanent. I think we're getting there with this guy. Beginning your upkeep, create a copy of a token that's a token. Cat. Boom. Those guys. Boom. So whatever I put down, he's just going to reiterate a copy of a token that's a copy of a token here. Okay, so he's just gonna forever lock me up. So the number one thing that I need is just another fucking burst lightning. Or another self-destruct. I have a very limited time to do that on. Oh, I forgot that he removed the double spell restriction. Caretaker's talent. I probably will not enjoy your Progenitus deck. And I feel like the fact that you think that I will means that you haven't been watching enough of my videos and streams. That makes me feel like you don't know anything about me. That's what that makes me feel like. That makes me feel like you don't know anything about me or what I do here. Boom. My turn. Green. No, we didn't get what we needed in time. Got him down low, but not far enough. Trex will absolutely love your Progenitus deck. He'll love the shit out. He'll love that. He absolutely will love your Progenitus deck, for sure. I will not. Alright, we're going to try to finish on a high note here, guys. Overall, pretty tricky. I like it. I think it's a little different, so. The only time we really had sustained losses is when we had to fight 6 black decks in a row, and I don't know a deck that can do well against that. I go first. This is a pretty good opener. Nidhogger. Love it. Yeah, extravagant sucks. It's Simic. He had Simic by another name. Boom, boom, boom. One of those decks, the only way you're getting away with those decks is if they fuck up, or you have a destroy all artifacts or something like that. Then you can probably get away with certain things. The fact that this guy didn't have cut down is like nothing short of miraculous, to be honest. Yeah, if you have something like destroy all enchantments, you're good, but Ultima's fine. I mean, Yuna reanimating Ultima. Here's the thing. I'll tell you what I'm anti on. You have a deck that is entirely, the purpose of the deck is to spam one powerful card over and over again. Omniscience, any deck that's just like, what if I played this fucking instant win con card 50 times in a row? I don't like those, you know. I for some reason, and again, I'm not taking away. If you want to run that, that's fine. I don't want to run them. I'm not interested in running a spam ultra card, Omniscience, you know, something like that again and again and again and again. I don't want to. I'm going to draw land here just so he can feel good. You know, Atali being one thing, but I don't want to, I don't know. I don't ever really want to do that kind of, oh, this is a super card, I'm just going to play it ad nauseum, ad infinitum. Even Reanimator, I like some other kind of tricks with it, you know? I feel like I kind of want to do something else. I'd play Ultima, maybe. Shoot the Sheriff. Do this. We do 4. Let's get another one. this? No, it's a gold vein. You can't take those. Oof. Stop the slasher. Assassin's choke bow. He's gotta have to block me. Why do I complain so much? Well, Sylvanas fan, I have a good answer for you. If you'll direct yourself to either your whatever viewing device that you're on, you'll notice that at the top of the channel, it says J Villain's YouTube channel, okay? You either look at the stream on YouTube, well, you're on YouTube, so you look at the YouTube channel, it actually says J Villain's channel, and I can do whatever the fuck I want on here, believe it or not. So that's why I complain a lot, because I enjoy it on my own channel. So, like, if you had a channel, you could ask dumb questions as much as you wanted on there. You could do it all day, and nobody could say shit to you. Here, on J Villain channel, I can do whatever the fuck I want. As long as YouTube doesn't, do that. So that's why I complain a bunch. I hope that's a good enough explanation. And if you do get that dumb question channel started, I will be your first subscriber. More than happy to do that. I always like to support small creators. Shinigami, how you doing? I didn't see you there, Shinigami. Oof, slow hand right there. I go first, keep that one. Don't need that many defends. Drop it. We'll wait till 3 maybe. It's a little slow. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, best of 1 does hurt the soul after a while. Yeah. It does. I'm not going to say it feels great. Washword Verge. Okay. We're going to put that down. We'll wait. Because I have a feeling that he's running the Selesnya. Selesnya has absolutely taken over the game lately. It's wild at how much Selesnya has taken over. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, what's up, Tranquilix? Tranquilix the Squillix. Listen, I'm an old man. It is my God-given right to complain. Yeah, what's he gonna do here? He's like 1 green spell. Was Best of 1 always this bad? No, it was not. Best of 1 has not always been this bad. It is never the best. There's some highlights. There's some highlights areas. There's been great times. We're in a really rough patch. I think that probably only illuminated only by I think it's probably behind the Alrund's Epiphany rough patch. I think that's probably was worse. I don't know if we're ever going to get as bad as when they had to emergency ban Omni in 3 days. Or Locus of All. Not Omni. What was his name? Oh, that's because I am big stuff, Sylvanas. By the way, Illa did nothing wrong, and Sylvanas is a bitch. He's a bitch. Bitch. If I'm remembering my fucking if I'm no, she, yeah, Sylvanas fucking is a bitch, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Again, Sylvanas, I have to fucking I feel like you're not getting it. That this is in fact the J Villain channel. I feel like we're having a disconnect here. I feel like you're not quite understanding. But we'll get there, man. We'll get there. It's not as good as Alrund's Epiphany standing before. Alrund's Epiphany was the worst I've ever seen it, and I'll maintain that. I'll always remind people that in Alrund's Epiphany standard we had the point where basically the game was unplayable, and you could look across the board, like you can go on Social Blade and look across the board at fucking viewership for every like every content creator at the time's channel will have a fucking dip in it. Will have a fucking hole in it where people just like started not watching. It's insane and how bad that was. It's pretty fucking it's pretty bad. That one did a number on the community, man. It did. You could basically almost get infinite turns on turn 3. If you didn't have removal, you could basically go infinite on turn 3 with turns. You had something called Goldspan Dragon and a bunch of other ways that you could get 2 free treasure tokens out of Goldspan Dragon on early in the game. And after that being said, you could cast Alrund's Epiphany almost for free, which gave you a second turn. And that would essentially make you have almost infinite turns. You could keep drawing cards, and just fucking go nuts with turns. I'm drawing nothing but mana here. This sucks. Boom, 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 boom. It was very similar insofar as that you had to have you literally had to have removal. But here's the funny part about targeting Goldspan Dragon. It shit out, and anytime anybody fucking casts a spell on it, it shit out 2 fucking treasures. And the treasures could be used right away. So even if you tried to kill Goldspan Dragon, it immediately generated 2 treasures that let you cast a counterspell. So even playing removal on the Goldspan Dragon didn't always fix the problem. It was a wild time, man. It was wild. Hey, what's up, Wooz? Double your pleasure, double your fun. That's the statement of the great man in double income. Hey, what's up, Michael Hunter? How you doing? Yeah, they did ban it. Yeah, they did ban it eventually, but it was the worst deck, and that was combined. The other deck was Omni. We had a really rough period in Standard where Omni could fucking you put down the Landfall Cobra, and as soon as the Landfall Cobra hit, you had 2 seconds to fucking to get right with God, or you were done. It was lunacy, man. It was genuine lunacy. You had no time at all. You needed to fix that. If they did the Lotus Cobra, you just fucking, because they landfalled for free land, and then they could landfall further, and they could landfall further. There was just a lot of really Okay, it should be better now. I know a lot of you dropped. Sorry about that. Well, that's the game telling me to take a fucking break. 61% on the play. If we go first, we do quite well for ourselves. Overall tonight, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. About a 55% win rate, and that's with the giant black wall that we went through. I feel like you could probably get to a 55 or 65% win rate on this one. All right, I feel like this one is solid. I think that if you aren't getting removed right away, if you aren't just immediately getting smashed in the face, and I think that if you know you're going to play a black deck, back up a little bit, go slower, and play your defenses. You're really able to do a lot of things, especially with self-destruct. I think is a surprise people don't want. People a lot of times will let a Mossborn Hydra through, or they'll let a Titan through or something like that, or a big Tifa, and they say, all right, I can recover from that, or I can do something, and they don't expect the explosion on the back end. So that's kind of your trick play right there, and I think that's good enough to just justify showing you guys this one, because it's solid. I mean, if we start with the momentum, and they don't absolutely just crap on everything we put down, we can do a little damage, and it's pretty fun too. So I'm gonna leave that one right there. Stay hydrated, everyone. We're gonna move on. Hope you liked it. Let's take a look at something else here. Let's take a look at another some other says. What else do we want? Land fall boof. Let's do this. I miss Brushfire. Man, this guy's so fucking expensive, dude. He might as well be 50. He might as well be 50 mana. I like that he's a 6/6 and he gives everyone +6/+6 in trample, but a 6-drop, that's clearly a commander card right there. Sylvanas, I'll give you this one, man. That's pretty funny. Credit where credit is due. My streaming software killed itself because it couldn't tolerate me complaining anymore. That's pretty funny. Now you're thinking with portals. Sabotender, I'm not impressed with it, guys. I've tried a lot of Sabotender cards and I don't love it. I just feel like you're just better off with this other guy, you know? You're just better off with fucking Iridescent Vine Lasher. I realize it's a different rarity, but early game, the same thing for 1 black, and he's a 1/2. I know he doesn't have reach, but who cares? And even stacking them on each other doesn't do enough damage anymore. I tried every which way to do it. It's impossible, again, as we've seen, it's impossible to keep creatures on the board for this to be an effective combo. Maybe in the future, if the game slows the fuck down a little bit, maybe. But overall, I'm not impressed with Sabotender. I think there was some kind of hype for it, maybe. But right now, nah, I'm not crazy about it. Okay. You could do Royal Treatment, sure. Overprotect, sure. If you wanted to do Exile, damage Exile. Torch the Tower, something like that. Save for Almsy. What was the other one? You said Frillback? Oh, this is Frillback is rotating, isn't it? That's the problem. Yeah, there's your issue. Frillback is going away. Going the way of the dinosaur. Get it? Hey, what's up, Shulk Smash? How you doing? Hey, well, that's good that you got that out there and tried it, man. You know, I'll never be mad at you for doing that, bro. That's pretty good. Basic land. You got out there, you gave it a shot, and that's what counts. That's what counts, man. You tried. Alright, we're going to save this here. I'm going to try my other deck now. We're going to try some unranked just to fine-tune it, because I think I'm onto something. I think I'm onto something here, so we're going to give this a shot real quick. I should put Suplex in there. Zama the Chill. Zama the Chill. Yikes, bros. Okay. Temple of Malice. Yeah, I don't need that. Thank you, though. Okay. Boros. Verge, okay. What are they gonna do? They're doing a fucking Yuna or some shit? Draw a card, discard a card. Yeah, they're doing Yuna. They're gonna put Ultima in there or something. Oh, okay. They didn't do it. Ping for one. Ultimecia. So we do this. We say discard a card. Get rid of you. Strategic Betrayal. Opponent. Get rid of your whole graveyard for me, please. Thank you. Rockets Theater. Okay. Not pulling any of my reanimators yet. Rydia, Nvidia, Manafana Ophidia. Now we're gonna hit Ultima in there. Yeah, there's Knights of the Round. I knew it would come right after I fucking played that stupid shit. Okay. Let's do Rockets Theater. Let's see if we get somebody else in there. Strategic Betrayal. Absolutely, I want that. Abso-fucking-lutely, I want that. Boom. Boom. Because he's gonna try to play fucking, Knights. Do that. Boom. Aiden Usurper. 3 white knight tokens. If he's on the table, you already lost, cause he's my Vagabond. Yeah. We'll throw Aiden the Usurper in there. Sacrifice. Very nice. Alex is going in there. Alex, that's going in there. Better Triumph, we need a Reanimator card. That's fucking Primal Odin. Knights of the White. Has he got a removal? He's got a removal, he's good to go. If he doesn't, he's not good to go. I'm kind of sad that this isn't a legendary Saga Knight, because I really wanted to run it with fucking Rectos joins up so that I could play multiple of them and damage you with a fucking, with a 5-banger, but I don't think he has a fucking, I don't think he has it. I don't think he has the removal. He needs the removal. This is 8. And I have sat on the board, so I could actually put Aiden down and put Valks down. So I think he's fucked no matter what. This is going to be 4. 4 and 12 is 16. No, you can't even do as much damage as he needs to. He can't even do as much damage as he needs, because I can just bring back Valg. Yeah. Yeah, self-destruct on the Owen is terrible. I've gotten a few people with Zantetsuken. I actually have pulled it off a couple times. Now this Uniplayer is salty, which should tell you the caliber of Uniplayers. Should tell you what we're dealing with here. You should know what it is. No, it has to be combat damage. Otherwise, you could cheese it so hard. Yeah, even in the older formats, you'd be able to cheese it. You could do fucking mutate on it and all kind of shit. Yeah, it's got to be combat damage. He's got to be able to get through. Yeah. Enjoy hell. You didn't want to. Sometimes you have to take an L, guys. You got to take it inside of you. Make it part of you. This has to happen. Okay. Shakedown breakdown time. Grab this here. I remember the first time I did a sealed draft at a game store, and I got my ass fucking torched. But you know, you got out there and you did it, and that's what's important. Good for you. Yeah, I've seen that summer. I always call them Mom Walked In. I said I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and they're playing it in their bed before, and they were supposed to be asleep. Their mom walked in. Take your fucking medicine. Yeah, I know. Can we get to 30 likes, guys? Can we get to 30 fucking likes? We're at 29. It's bothering the shit out of me. Who's going to be the hero and step up and do it? Who's going to be the hero? Somebody left. They would rather. I always think it's funny when the people would rather leave than like, oh, somebody did it. Look at that. Absolute hero. Chulk Smash did it. Chulk Smash gets the hero award for today. Oh, we're getting some more. We're getting some more fucking. We're getting some more likers here. Okay, shakedown breakdown time, guys. Shaky breaky, banana fanafo fakey. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because, you know, there's a crystal crisis occasionally in Final Fantasy, but what if we also had a Hydra crisis? Maybe even a Hydroid crisis. No, not that. That's no good. But you get what I'm saying. Guys, Landfall Hydras with Final Fantasy mix-in. We'll call them the Titan Hydras. How about that? How about we call them Titan Hydras with an additional stompiness that you wouldn't even believe? The pump, the landfall, it's all right there. We're going to be doing big things today, literally and figuratively. And then, of course, exploding. We're going to be making a little fried chicken off of it, too. So that never hurts in case you're hungry. First things first, I need you to do something for me. I need you to tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button. Don't smash them. I don't want you to just smash them and destroy them like a lot of other channels. Just gently push them. Because if you don't, you'll be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf, which you are viewing on your screen right now, who will attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live in person, either on Twitch or YouTube. You can follow those links, hit that bell, be notified when we go live or anything else happens. Check out our Discord community. We're all hanging out, posting decks, asking questions, all right there in Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other decks I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go right down there to my AetherHub and you will find it. So that all being said, what are we talking about when we talk about the Hydra crisis right here? Removal. A little bit of burst lightning never hurt anybody. I like to play this in an early game if I have this. It's good to just spot removal, or middle to late game. It has saved my bacon a couple of times by just being able to pop out a bad planeswalker or just win the game with a little bit of 2 to 4 damage on the kicker. Aside from that, one of the things that you'll see me start the game without that I kind of swapped in as we went is protection. Gotta have protection, guys. Snakeskin Veil and defend the Rider. Initially, we were doing quite well without any real protection. Then we hit what I call the wall of black, and we played like 6 black decks in a row, and their first 3 moves were just to destroy everything that we put down. Seeing as we're a creature-based deck, that's not ideal. So Defend the Rider is a good one because it gets hexproof and indestructible as an instant speed. But also Snakeskin Veil is a very good one because it gives hexproof, not indestructible, at instant speed, but it also puts a 1/1 counter on people, which actually is extremely useful for Mossborn, Tifa Lockhart, and Bristly Bill because of the doubling effects that all of these cards have. So that all being said, if we're talking about that, don't lean into a removal. If you know they're playing black or red and you know they're probably going to pop it out, wait till you can get one of your protection cards down so that you can slow what your opponent is trying to do, which is smash you out right there. We're going to go with Saz's Chocobo. Look at the baby chickens. Oh, look at baby chicken. One green. I'm sorry. What's wrong with me today? I'm so scared of Simic. 1 green, 0/1 landfall bird right here. Whenever a land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So he's a pumpable, right? He will gain life he will gain power every time that you bring him up, and he will grow surprisingly fast as long as you have a steady stream of mana going into your hand. Tifa's Limit Break as an instant is pretty awesome. you get Somersault, Meteor Strike, and Final Heaven. I have never once played Final Heaven. However, it is not impossible in this deck. We do ramp quite a bit. Doubling the target's opponent power and toughness is a nice trick. +2/+2 is good. Yeah, I mean, +2/+2 is fine, especially if you know you're going to preemptively double or something like that. But if you get a Mossborn Hydra to 10, getting it to 20 is actually pretty powerful right there. So we're going to throw some Tifas in there. And of course, we're going to have the Gold Vein Hydra, which really should be over here. This is an X card. It's 1 green and X. You can pay any number that you want. We're going to start with our first Hydra right here. Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. Everyone forgets about this guy. If you've got a ton of mana on the board, he can be a finisher. Vigilance, Trample, and Haste is very powerful, especially if you have a ton of mana to sink into it as you go. And when it dies, you grit all the treasure tokens that he equal to 1/1 counters on him, equal to his total power, which is super useful because then you have a lot of mana to spend on something else, even another Hydra as you go. So that is going to be our 1-drops. We have Self-Destruct. Let me tell you why this is different than a standard green. You're going to say, Jay, what's the point of the red in here? You know, I don't really get it. This is what I liked. We have Zeldinkt, which, you know, he does okay. He's not fantastic, but he's cool. Self-Destruct is the reason we want to run red in this one. Because if we get one of these Hydras, we get one of these big hits in. We get a Hydra or Tifa swinging in for like 10 damage. And, you know, they trample over and they do 10 damage and boom. Do you know what you finish with? You finish with a Self-Destruct. Target creature you control deals X damage to any other target and damage to itself where X is its power. Insane. If you have pumped one of these creatures through the roof, you've pumped them to a ridiculous degree, you can just immediately blow them up and do that huge power. You might as well use it. You know, if you're going to finish them out bigly style right there with the Self-Destruct. I think this card is an up-and-comer. I think that you need to start thinking about putting this card in a lot of different things. It is incredibly useful. As it goes. Tifa won't even die usually because, well, she will. I'm not. She won't. She will die usually. But there are some that won't die all the time if they have a stronger power than their toughness. But exploding something, even like a Titan, and doing 7 damage to somebody is very powerful. Bristly Bill. 1 green and 1 2/2 landfall. Whenever land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Very useful for Tifa and for Mossborn Hydra, the Mossberg pump, as I like to call him right there. If you know what that is, you know what a Mossberg pump is. I know some of you out there do. 3 and 3 we're going to do on those big pumps. 1/1 counter, and then, of course, whenever she has trample built in, she's a 2-drop green. Whenever a land enters, you control it, double her power. So if she's already a 2, she goes to a 4, you get a second land, she goes to a 8. It goes up and up and up and up and up for as many lands as you can play as you go. So we're going to really, really try to stomp in with her very aggressively there. Bristly Bill has another great ability right there where you double the number of 1/1 counters on each creature you control, which is extremely useful. Very, very good stuff for, generally speaking, even for the Hydra. The Hydra, of course, is a landfall. It's 1 green and 2 elemental Hydra. Trample whenever this creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it. So it comes in as a 1/1, but if you landfall it, it doubles the number of 1/1s. So this is going to go from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16. It gets out of control very quickly, especially if you're putting Bristly Bill. You're putting the extra counters on it first and then doubling them. Very, very, very powerful stuff right there. It is going to scale like to a ridiculous degree. And even so, like I said, if you get this guy to scale this to a 16/16, you don't even need to attack. Just explode him with Self-Destruct, you know what I mean? He'll get the job done like that. Here's Zeldinkt. We're going to put with 2 Zeldinkts in here, 1 red and 2 0/3. You may play an additional land on each of your turn. Very, very nice for landfall to be able to play that extra land a turn, and he gets +1/+1 for each land you control. At the beginning of your end step, you return a land you control to its owner's hand, so he'll always have a land to play, so you can guarantee that you hit landfall. We did not get to play with him very much. For whatever reason, I don't think I drew him the whole night, but he is a good card in this. Warden of the Grove to finish out Hydras and counters concept right here. 1 green and 2 2/2 at the beginning of your end step. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Whenever another non-token creature you control enters, it endures X, where X is the number of counters you control. Where X is the number of counters on this creature. So this Hydra will automatically make everything get bigger as he gets bigger. So if you put him in on turn 3, turn 4 you put down a Mossberg, he's going to come in with that many, because Endure basically says you can either have your own creature, you can create a spirit, or they can come in with that many 1/1 counters, and then they're really, really big. Then they're talking about they're humongous. So if this guy gets big, he gets a 1/1 counter, it endures X, where the X is the number of 1/1 counters. Boom. You could just make big creatures all the time. You could just drop a big creature like Tifa Lockhart, play a landfall, and then she gets double the amount of land. You don't even need to haste in. You can just do a self-destruct, because if she comes in with 3 1/1 counters on her and automatically, or her power is 5, it goes to 10, you just explode for 10 right there. Finishing it off is the Titan. I like the Titan. 2 green and 3 7/7 mill 5 cards. He is a 7/7 reach trample saga giant for only 5. I mean, talk about power creep. That's better than Rootbreaker Worm, and Rootbreaker Worm I think was a 7-drop. Anybody remember that one from back in the day? Rootbreaker Worm and Craw Worm. So you're talking about a 7/7 reach trample for 5. Already big. You mill 5 cards. Next turn, return all the cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Insanely powerful if you're going to swing it in right there. Because all the cards that you just milled, or that you've played or discarded, or whatever you've done with your lands, they go back on, and they're going to trigger landfall that many times. Then on his third saga, onto the end of turn, another target creature you control gets trample and +X, where X is the number of lands you control. You can imagine that if you have 5 lands, give Tifa +5/+5, or +7/+7, and then play a land and double it, and then play another Fable Passage, double it to 16, and then double it again to 32. You can imagine that the game's going to be over pretty quickly as you go. So that is going to be our Gruul Landfall Hydra themed landfall cards right here. 4 mountains, 13 forest, Restless Ridgeline with best in class towing, Temple of Abaddon, 2 Thornspire Verges. We don't really want that many of these, because we don't really want to always be stuck with red first. We kind of want green first, and at least 3 Fabled Passages. I wouldn't mind going with 4. I don't know where the 4th one went, but I would say that 4 Fabled Passages, or any kind of, if you want to do the secret passageway or whatever thing, Wasteland or whatever you want to do, you can do whatever you want to do. It's if you don't have Fabled Passages. Any kind of land that triggers another land that you can play 2 a turn, that is going to be the one that you want to do right there. So that is going to be that for that case. By the way, guys, if you're saying, Jay, that kind of looks like a weird land combination that you have, this deck is rotation proof. You do not have to worry about when Edge of Eternities comes that this deck is going to be, you've spent your mana on nothing, you've spent your wilds on nothing, you haven't done anything, it's going to not be useful. This is 100% rotation proof, which is why you're going to say, Jay, how come no Awake in the Woods? How come no this, or how come no that? They are not rotation proof. This deck will see you through for at least another year. You don't have to worry about that happening too. You don't have to worry about it becoming non-standard anymore. So if you're new to the game and you want to invest in a deck, this is very safe for you. 21 creatures, from birds to sagas, giants, humans, hydras. 7 hydras all around. 12 instants, 3 sorceries, 2 enchantments, 25 lands altogether on a 1.9 average if you want to do it. We have a little dragon right there. It's as close I have to a hydra as we want. Pretty cheap overall. You would think it would be more expensive, but it's actually pretty cheap. Goldvein has a flexible ability. You can put Goldvein wherever you want right there in case you want to put it in any position or modify this in any way. Now you can make it non-rotation proof. You could add things like Awake in the Woods or anything that you want to kind of round it out to anything else. That's perfectly fine. I don't care. But this is kind of the base that you have for the Hydra Landfall Gruul. Torch of the Tower is not a bad one because that does exile a specific card. Royal Treatment, good too. Order of Nylea, I just felt like I've done this a million times, which is why I didn't want to do it again, because Order of Nylea on Mossberg or Tifa Lockhart is really powerful and will absolutely smash people. Overprotect is great for Trample, Hexproof, Indestructible, and +3/+3. I did have Rydia in this, and she wasn't as useful as I thought she would, but I did play a couple of hands with her, so I was hot swapping her in and out, 1 green and 1 red. She gives you that ability to landfall other stuff. If you have a bunch of if you have a bunch of junk in your hand, you have a bunch of mana or anything, and you just need it, you can just discard and draw, and then she can return sagas with mana value X. It gains haste, activate only as a sorcery. Bringing back a Titan with haste, a 7/7 reach trample Titan. just by paying 5 is actually pretty good. Lumbering World Wagon, as suggested by Trex, and of course Overlord of the Hauntwoods are both perfectly fine for this deck as well. However, I just feel like they're done to death, and I wanted to build with new cards. Can you blame me? Final Fantasy's pretty fun. And yeah, so rotation-proof Gruul Landfall for your pleasure. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. We're going to get into it right now. We're going to start up some ranked. As you can see, I've been brewing some other stuff as well, so stay tuned for that one. Let's get into it. Here we go. All right, guys. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, what's up, Babs? How you doing? Push it real good. Do 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 do. Yeah, unfortunately, Joe Blocker, I'll be honest with you, the latest set kind of got eaten up by the other set. Well, we're gonna rage you out right now because my throat is already hurting. Hey, what's up? Thank you so much for coming by, Yuki Pico. Sephiroth is Sephira. How you doing? We're gonna send you off on your way. Quiet night tonight. Oh, the Dirt Nymph is live. Oh, the Gobbler is live. We'll raid the Gobbler here. We'll raid Gobbler. He's got a fucking 0 in his name. Thank you for coming, Yuki Pico. It was fun fighting you, man. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't seen the Golbez crystals, please go like that video. Give it some love. It's doing so well. We want to get it to 100 likes pretty soon. Go check that out in case YouTube just didn't show you. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. But you can check that out right there. We're going to go see the Gobbler. Adios, everyone. Good night. Farewell. Have fun. We'll see you tomorrow and all that good stuff there. It's almost freaking spoiler season for freaking Edge of Eternities. Can you even believe that shit? Holy fuck. Final Fantasy was barely here. All right, guys. Adios. Good night and farewell. See you tomorrow at the same time.